Hi, we're back with Shelter Pet Squad by Cynthia Lord, Merlin. Chapter 5, A Bad Surprise. Ms. Kim put her arm around me. Susanna, I called the organizers of the Make-A-Match-A-Thon. I explained that you were an important member of our Shelter Pet Squad and you were almost 8 years old, but not quite. They said the age rule was important to their insurance company. Everyone at our booth has to be at least 8 years old. She looked at my mom. Is there any chance you could come? The organizers said Susanna could participate if you're with us. That wouldn't be the same at all. Everything in me slumped. My hands let go of the heavy ferret book and it fell right on my big toe. Tears hopped into my eyes. Are you okay, Susanna? Jada looked sorry for me. Everyone thought my tears were from toe pain. My foot didn't hurt, but being left out hurt worse. I looked down at a box full of leashes and cat toys ready to go to the Make-A-Match-A-Thon. I did have some errands I was going to run today, Mom said to me, but I could try to rearrange those while you're in your meeting. Do you still want to go? The angry part of me wanted to say no and never mind, but I also wanted to see Merlin get adopted. I don't know, I finally said. I'll think about it. Okay, I'll be back at the regular time to get you, Mom said. You can tell me then. Carrying the ferret book to the workroom, I felt like an ant. 1 minute, I was running around being happy, and suddenly a big foot came and stomped me flat. It's a dumb rule, Levi said, sitting beside me at the work table. You're very mature for your age. I think he was trying to make me feel better, but he just sounded like a grown-up too. Ms. Kim took out a stack of small posters. Each one had the logo for Maplewood Animal Shelter and a slogan. It's cool to adopt. My forever home. It was love at first sight. I'm heading home, my new family, and new best friends. Today's project will be to decorate these signs, Ms. Kim said. We'd like to take a photo of everyone who adopts an animal today. I thought they could hold one of these signs. You can make it look special with some drawings or a colorful border or whatever you'd like. I reached into the pile and picked the sign that said, "It was love at first sight." I'm not great at drawing animals, but I'm good at drawing hearts. Jada picked, "I'm heading home." What are you going to draw? She asked me. I chose a red marker. I'm drawing a border of hearts all around the edges. Nice, said Jada. Do you mind if I put a border of little houses around mine too? Sure. I felt a little better that Jada liked my idea so much that she asked to copy it. I'm going to imagine that an animal lives in every one of these, Jada said, drawing little blue houses. This one is for Gizmo the hamster, this one is for Peter the cat, and here's one for Merlin. Hey guys, while we're working on our signs, why don't we make the ferret quiz, Levi said, pulling out his notebook. You can tell me your facts, and I'll write them into questions. I plopped the big ferret book on the table next to my sign. My notes were sticking out of the top. I wanted everyone to see that I was ready for my turn. Maybe the first question should be, have you ever had a ferret before? Miss Kim said, coloring the puppy face she had drawn on new best friend. An experienced owner would be wonderful for Merlin. Levi nodded. That owner would know what he was getting into. And he wouldn't get mad when Merlin acted like a ferret, Matt said, drawing a cat face on its cool to adopt. I think the next question should be about food, Jada said, taking out her notes. Ferrets are obligate carnivores. Here's everybody sitting around the table, decorating their signs and talking about questions. Obligate carnivores. Wow, I was glad I hadn't picked food. Those were really big words. I nodded and drew more hearts, pretending that I knew what something meant. I had to look that up, Jada said. It means that ferrets need meat in their diets to be healthy. They can eat other things, but meat is how they get most of their nutrients. They also need fresh water every day. Ferrets can have occasional treats like eggs or bites of raw chicken, beef, pork, or fish. I fingered the edge of my notes. I was excited for my turn. Are there any foods that ferrets can't have? Allie asked. Ferrets get sick if you feed them chocolate or drinks with caffeine like coffee, Jada explained. It also said to avoid sugary treats. Those are good facts, but a quiz needs questions, said Levi. How about what are some good foods and good drinks for ferrets? And what would you give Merlin for a treat? Be sure you put the answers next to the questions, said Matt, so we can check the person's answers when we give them the quiz. When Levi finished writing, I hoped he'd asked about toys, but he took out his own notes. I read about behavior. Ferrets are smart and playful. Someone needs to be watching a ferret when he's out of his cage. Otherwise, he would get hurt or make a mess. Sometimes ferrets nip. Ms. Kim nodded. Just like when puppies or kittens put their teeth on you. It's playful, not trying to hurt. Ferrets love to take things and hide them, as we all know, Levi said. They also like to dig. There's a photo in my book of a ferret digging in a plant pot. I found the photo and showed everybody. What a mess, Matt said. Maybe we should ask people if they have houseplants, suggested Jada. If they say yes, we can warn them about the digging. Most of the questions we came up with about behavior began with, will you get mad if? For example, will you get mad if your ferret tips over his food bowl or water dish? And will you get mad if your ferret nips at you? Then Allie told us about housing. I tried hard to be patient for my turn. A ferret cage or habitat shouldn't be in direct sunlight or anywhere that the ferret could feel cold, Allie said. They need a large habitat with different levels to climb on, with a hammock, a hiding place, a litter box, and toys. There should be bedding material like shredded paper or wood shavings, but cedar shavings are harmful to ferrets. Wow, there's a lot to learn, said Levi, writing quickly. Yes, Ms. Kim said, and it's really important to know as much as you can before bringing an animal into your home. As you can see, an animal could get sick or hurt if you make a mistake. We are very lucky on the day that Merlin escaped. For health, Ms. Kim told us how a sick ferret might lose weight or lose his fur. A healthy ferret sleeps a lot, up to 18 to 20 hours every day. Wow. When he's awake, he should be playful and alert. He'll drink and eat regularly and have bright eyes and a shiny coat. I can tell how to keep that coat shiny, said Matt, because I wrote facts about how to keep your ferret looking fit, fine, and fabulous. Wait until I turn those into questions, Levi said, writing quickly. Okay, go. I sighed as Matt told us ferrets need a bath at least once a month, and how often to clean their ears and cut their nails and brush their fur. Finally, it was my turn. I tinged with excitement to be the expert. Ferrets like lots of toys to play with, I read from my notes. They like balls, tubes, and tunnels, little animals, stuffed, not real, and blanket piles to climb in. Ferrets love to dig, so watch out for your plants. Ferrets like tub toys too. Ferrets enjoy boxes. They also love bags, rattles, and chasing things, or other ferrets. Wonderful job, Ms. Kim said. Yes, that's great information, Levi said. I beamed and handed Levi my notes. As he wrote questions for toys, I finished the last few hearts on my border. They were all red, but some were a little lopsided. It didn't look perfect as I had imagined it. Ms. Flores poked her head in the workroom. Our volunteers have loaded up the van. We're taking as many cages and animals as we can safely fit in there, she said. Ms. Kim, I'm going to the mall with them. Can you bring the kids with you when you're ready? No one said, except Susanna, but I was thinking it. We just need to finish our signs and then pack up the activities that we're bringing to show the visitors. Ms. Kim looked at me kindly. Susanna, I hope you'll come with your mom. Yes, please come. It wouldn't be the same without you, Jada said. I shrugged. I wanted to go, but I also wanted to stay mad. I still didn't think it was fair. Susanna, maybe you could go down to the cat room and choose some toys for Merlin, Ms. Kim suggested. He'll enjoy having some things to play with while he's in his pen at the mall. That felt like one more thing I was doing by myself, but I wanted Merlin to have toys. How many should I pick? How about 5 little ones? That sounds about right, Ms. Kim said. In the cat room, 7 older cats were staying behind. Buster, a gray striped cat, rubbed the side of his face against my pant leg. I ran my hand down his back. I'm sorry you didn't get picked to go today, I told him. Buster purred beside me as I opened the toy box and chose 2 balls and 3 little stuffed toys for Merlin. Then I chose toys for the cat staying behind. Even though you aren't going to the Make-A-Match-A-Thon, you can still have some fun, I said to Buster, right? Here's Buster playing with one of the toys Susanna gave him. I put the cat's toys in funny places for them to find and play with. I squeezed catnip critters into the stacks of blankets just peeking out. I hung a rope toy on the doorknob. I put balls on the different platforms of the cat towers. Buster went to the catnip critter I had made. He pulled on it with his teeth until it popped out of the blankets. Then he rolled onto his back, clutching it with his claws. Seeing the little ferret face I had drawn made me smile a little. It looked like Merlin was playing with Buster. Buster was having fun, even though he wasn't going to the mall with the younger cats. He wasn't moping around feeling sorry for himself. So right then, I knew my decision. And that is it. That's the end of the chapter. I hope you enjoyed it. Next one is chapter 6, the Make-A-Match-A-Thon. See you later.